block boys do block things. I'm a block boy and block boys do block things. I'm a block boy and block boys do block things. Once you in it, then you in it, and there's no stopping.
I'm back. BlockBoy SportsTalk.
It's your man Vex, you already know.
Marco Polo.
Every time, every week.
You already know it's basketball season, halfway, midway.
And we in here.
All-Star weekend.
Let's talk about it, man.
Let's talk about it, man.
Yeah, it's the recap, man. You want to go, what you want to talk about, man? Tell them what's going on, the recap, man.
From the jump, you said, right, you started with the Rising Stars. That was the first game, right?
Right. Well, we had the rise. Well, actually, first of all, let's start from the top. Tippity. So first of all, it was Utah this time, and you know, out in Utah, everybody complained about how it wasn't nothing to do out there. People ordered a lot of room service because you know that's the morning state, and ain't shit happening in Utah. But hey, that's what the All-Star weekend was.
I don't know nobody that know nobody in Utah. But what you saying?
It is what it is. So that's where the All-Star weekend happened, and then they had a celebrity game on Friday night. You can YouTube that. We're not going to talk about it. Anyway, so then on Saturday night, we had the Rising Star Challenge, okay? So what happened is they had 3 games, 3 games going on with with the sophomores and the freshmen of the league that came in, and the Rising Star Challenge and the championship game, which they go the 3 games, they got the first 2 games to 40, like a pickup game, all right? And they got
various people headlining as the
coaches, you know
like
what I mean?
Paul
Gasol, Jason Terry, Joakim Noah, Darren Williams, you know what I mean? So those were the coaches of the Rising Star Challenge. You had the first 2 games, they go to 40. The championship game was Pau Gasol team, and they ended up coming out victorious, first to 25. Actually,
very action-packed game.
Yeah, big real action-packed game. Entertaining.
To say the least.
And right, we got some Rising Stars coming, and Jose Alvarado ended up being the MVP.
Did the game winner?
Shout out to Grimes from New York Knicks. He played out of body out there. He played great.
Ball hard.
Banchero showed up. Mac McClung actually played in the Rising Star Challenge as well. And we'll get to him in a little bit as well. So that was the Rising Star Challenge that they had going on. They had the skills competition, and the skills challenge, basically where they do some pass, shoot, dribble. That's what it was. Skills competition.
Skills, it makes sense.
And just so happened that Team Utah Jazz ended up winning the skills competition
for the home team.
I'm fast forwarding right through that because it was cool. It's the Rising Star skills competition. But let's be honest. You know what we want to talk about for the most part is either 2 things. We're going to talk about the dunk contest and the All-Star game. Okay? So, where do you want to go next?
We're going to go to the dunk contest out of nowhere.
Yes.
A lot of people had some idea who he was because he did a lot of stuff on YouTube. He's a dunker sensation.
Right.
Mac McClung won the dunk contest. He just got out of the G League. He's a 2-day contract with the 76ers.
Mm-hmm.
He did a 540. You know what a 360 is?
Yeah.
He did a 540. It was miraculous.
Yeah.
All 10s, 50s. He stole the show. As a white boy, he brought it back being cool.
White man can't jump. White man can't jump. You know what I mean?
And you can look it up, check on YouTube. He's a Rising Star. He made his staple as coming into the NBA.
Yeah. And he really kind of eclipsed much more than the average fan would have because let's say last year was trash. Okay, so last year's dunk contest was complete garbage. This year you had Kenyon Martin Jr. I thought actually was going to come out there and do some things. You know, his father was a hell of a ball player and a high altitude jumper when he played in the NBA.
But that didn't happen.
And you had Trey Murphy coming in third. I thought he might have done well, but what happened was Mac McClung. And we had this conversation when we were off air. So the thing about it, what we talked about was that it's always interesting to see the smaller players come out and perform in the dunk contest because it just looks more, what would you say, like?
It looks more impressive historically, especially the Spud Webb dunk it's probably been the most miraculous dunk because of his height.
I would say 6'5" and under. I would say they just tend to look better because we can't take anything away from Vince Carter.
Yeah.
Of course, I think he was like 6'6". Michael Jordan, about 6'6".
I would say all of that, but I would
Bryant.
also say this. I don't care if you were 7 feet. If you did a 540, because I've never seen it. So that would be something special if I seen a 540 from a big guy.
Yeah,
so I'm not even going to put that on his height all the way.
Right.
Because he did something that we've never seen. That's what makes the dunk competition the most miraculous. When you seen the Vince Carter, when he did what he did, we've never seen that.
Right.
Cookie job. So this 540, I've never seen it.
True story. True story. I mean, I can't really debate the fact that he came out there and he made his first dunks.
Yeah.
And that was so impressive because he came out, he made his first dunks, and he came and he was like, "Look, this is my show," and he looked like he owned it, and he did. And there was a lot of talk about even getting other people outside of the NBA to come and have maybe other players, sponsor them to come and be in the dunk contest. But let's be clear. This is the NBA All-Star weekend. And we want to see the stars of the NBA in the dunk contest, okay?
Yes, that would be ideal for the NBA All-Star weekend.
Can I get 30 seconds on my soapbox? I need 30 seconds on the soapbox, ladies and gentlemen. And there's one thing I want to say. Get in close. This is why when we had that LeBron and all that debate about the GOAT, how many times was he in the dunk contest? I'll wait. Exactly. None. Because this is the thing about being the GOAT and having greatness, ladies and gentlemen. When you want to be great, you got to be willing to put it on the line for yourself. Ain't no help. See, the dunk contest is solo. Ain't no help. Ain't no teammate. Ain't no none of that. And what he can't take is losing to somebody who's probably inferior to him on the basketball court. But they'll outshine him in that competition. See, when you are great, you ain't worrying about none of that. And if you think about it, the greats of the past went against the greats anyway in the dunk contest.
These all opinionated for LeBron fans.
I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Back to the All-Star recap. All-Star weekend.
I'm sorry.
It started off like a great pickup game. They did something different. They actually picked their squad.
Yes, sir.
I want him like captains, like old school, like blacktop.
Right.
They said we're gonna really put the fun back in the game right before the game.
Absolutely.
They drafted their players and man.
That's where the fun stopped.
That's where the fun stopped because
the game was some shit.
The game, I want to say is that, and it showed that was a disadvantage because you picking players based on this and that, and it was a one-sided affair. It was definitely a one-sided affair, in my opinion. First quarter tied, and then after that, it was a Tatum.
A layup line. It's either a long tray ball or a layup line. That's it. No defense, none of that. Now, the caveat may have been that Giannis, who his team, due to injury, didn't really play, came out for 20 seconds, scored a bucket, had committed a foul, didn't play anymore because of his wrist injury, to protect that, clearly. LeBron, he played for a little bit, hurt his hand on the rim trying to block a shot. He didn't play. Maybe if LeBron and Giannis were in the huddle and really on a team to play, maybe teams go ahead and play some defense and try to win down there. But that's the only thing I can possibly say. Outside of that, the game was trash. I mean,
I wouldn't say the game was trash. I said one side of the field.
Rubbish.
Tatum did show his stardom.
Garbage. I mean, I'm just using other words. What other words do you want to use?
I definitely wouldn't say that. It was an all-right game. It was entertaining to say none the least. It was very entertaining.
Okay.
Tatum showcased his new shoot. He broke a record and he won the All-Star.
He scored 55 points in a layup line. In a layup line, he scored 55 points. Yes.
Layup line. He's very competitive.
Yeah,
4-time All-Star. First to do it at this young age from the Boston Celtics.
That game
and
looked like any one of you out there could have went out there and got a dub.
But as they set the stage for the final shot,
Adam Silver.
It was Dame time, and he sealed the deal.
Oh, what Dame time?
Shout out to Dame time. It was Dame time. It was a good, entertaining affair, to say none of the least. Tatum showcased everything he needed to showcase.
To be fair,
and he was the MVP.
To speak of Dame time, because we went to the Rising Star and we talked about the dunk contest, but we skipped over the 3-point shootout. And absolutely, Dame time. He won the 3-point shootout. And I want to apologize because we should have put that one in earlier, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but it was going to circle around that.
Him and Buddy Hield did their thing, Buddy Buckets.
Yeah,
Herder from the Sacramento Kings hit 8 shots out of 40. And I'm going to leave that right there. Whew. I'm going to leave that.
But Team Giannis won the NBA All-Star game 184 to 175. Tatum 55 points. That's the whole recap of NBA All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
This weekend coming up, outside of our regular sports talk, we're going to get into box talk. Adrian Broner is fighting. Also, in local sports, football, Irk the Enemy signed with the Washington Commanders.
XFL
Defenders. DC Defenders defeating the Seattle in a nice defensive win at Audi Stadium right here in Southwest Washington, D.C.
Yes, sir.
That's XFL football.
XFL football, yeah, that's what's happening. You know what the thing about this time of year, spring, you got the baseball season kicking off. Like I said, we got this NBA, and we kind of microcosm this sports thing down and what we like. We'll sprinkle a little bit here, but we do the boxing, and right now we did the NFL, which we absolutely love, and we are fans of the NBA and the NFL and boxing.
So next week, guaranteed, we will have our top 5, and as we state, it's not about this or that.
Right.
Who we like, who we decide is our top 5, not based on records, not based on the ratings that's already out there, based on who we think is the top 5. And as y'all seen our NFL picks, our top 5 wound up being the top 4. Going into the Super.
You see, today I had to put the FanDuel hat.
Hate, like, comment, subscribe, definitely check and drop your top 5.
Listen, FanDuel, I'm putting this on for a reason because
we could definitely use a sponsorship. Shout out to Conscious Crooks.
All of that.
ConsciousCrooks.com. Go check out, get some attire. But we definitely looking for more sponsors, y'all.
Yeah, you already know, because FanDuel, remember, I done sent y'all some, we be telling y'all the picks. I'm telling y'all some real stuff.
Shout out to Digital World Streaming Solutions.
Absolutely. Get your cable ready.
For the pay-per-view.
Right.
This has been BlockBoy SportsTalk.
Did we tell everything? Did we get everything? Cover everything?
I believe we covered just about everything.
Okay.
We missed it.
It's all right. This week coming up, Thursday. Y'all already know what it is. NBA comes back on Thursday. We will be back next week to talk about it.
And talk about top 5.
That's what it is. NBA, let's get it. March Madness coming up.
Comment, subscribe. March Madness. Definitely.
Like, comment, subscribe. You already know what it is. BlockBoy Box Talk, Sports Talk, all of the above. Boxing, everything coming. Let's get it!
Peace.
Always.
Thank y'all for logging in.
Boy and block boys do block things. I'm a block boy and block boys do block things. I'm a block boy and block boys do block things. Once you in it, then you in it, and there's no stopping. I'm a